Hi everyone and welcome to this week's Monday Memo. Now, there's always a lot of talk out there around digital disruption and how it's going to perhaps impact our jobs, about all the good things that machine learning and artificial intelligence will bring us. Recently I heard some very good thoughts on the matter that maybe we should look to our own strengths in terms of this age of where we're going to be coexisting with robots and artificial intelligence and machine learning. And one of our strengths is our own ability to learn. And it was actually in a conversation with a recent guest mentor on the show who said that he started following this guy who was a bit of a guru when it came to learning fast. And the guy's name was Jim Kwik, so I checked him out. And Jim Kwik turns out to be one of the world's sort of leading authorities on memory improvement and brain performance. He's been a brain coach, if you want to call him that, for a lot of Hollywood superstars, leaders of the largest organizations in the world, entrepreneurs like Richard Branson, Elon Musk, Peter Diamandis. And, as I was following up, he had this way of learning, this acronym called FAST, which was quite simple. I thought it'd be quite useful to share it with you in terms of how we might benefit in our jobs as finance professionals and accountants. So FAST, the first letter is F, stands for forget. And it's quite a cool one because it's just suggesting you should forget what you know about a subject. Because if you forget something, it opens you up to learning something new. There's always a story about the famous Bruce Lee. When he was taking on a new student, he always asked the student to empty their cups so they could receive his wisdom. And whether we were going into a meeting or looking at developing a new model, yes, we bring with us loads of great technical skills, but it's just to forget perhaps a bit of what we know so we don't jump to conclusions, jump to assumptions, so we're open and ready to listen and learn about what's going on around us. And also, I think there's an element of distraction as well, as in like turning off our phones. If we're doing a bit of work, remove the distractions, turn off the notifications, close the inbox or the mailbox so you can really focus on learning. So the next letter is A for active. And it's really about the best way to learn is to immerse yourself and get active while learning. So in essence, it's not really about learning by sort of sitting there like we used to in our classrooms and then consuming content. It's actually going out there, creating and engaging with it. It's like playing with Lego bricks, for instance. So when you're in a meeting, it's going out there and maybe asking questions that you want to understand something better. It develops things like business acumen. Or when you're sort of struggling with maybe developing a model or whatever, it's to go and maybe do it with someone else or partner up and go and learn together. That way you sort of memorize things and learn things much faster. The third element of his acronym, his model, is S for state. This is very important. There's a lot of us out there, and I know like in my earlier career, I didn't get an awful lot of sleep. So I can't imagine I was most receptive some mornings to learning, particularly if you'd gone through a quarter or a year end or had to prepare that board pack and everything was sort of left to the last minute to go do. So it's important to manage your energy so that you can absorb all the information that's going on around you. And also to get maybe a bit excited about it and enjoy the experience. I mean, a lot of us memorize and we can remember movies, for instance. But if you think about it, in 40 years, how many of us are going to recall that meeting that we were in early in our careers? So enjoy the moment a bit more. And finally, the T in his model is about teaching. And that's something that we do an awful lot of in finance, and that's if we're to move into this role as trusted advisors. It's teaching and coaching the business on how to make better decisions. So if we're learning new concepts, one of the best way of memorizing them or really ingraining them is teaching them to someone else. I think like Einstein used to say, like, you don't truly know something unless you could explain it to a 6-year-old. So it's a really good approach to actually ingrain some useful thoughts and things that you've wanted to learn, whether it be how to use a new function in Excel by showing someone else to use it, or something you just came across in one of the models you're developing, or something you saw in an analysis that could be quite useful to include on future reports. So look, I hope you find that acronym FAST very useful. Again, the guy who came up with it is Jim Kwik. I'll put you a link to the sort of a YouTube summary video that he has. I'll put that in with the comments with this post. And I really hope you enjoyed the show today. And if you did, remember to let your friends and colleagues know about it. We're on all the major platforms now: iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube and Spotify. And take care of yourselves, and until next time, keep on building our strength in the numbers.